Hello everyone, welcome to my channel here. Tom here, T&BH Gaming. Good evening everybody. It is a, Tuesday evening? I've lost track of my days. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday evening. So we are in another game of Railroader today, guys. I was fixing to do a live stream. I haven't played my live stream map for Railroader in quite a while, and I was going to do a live stream. I have changed my internet, so I have a quicker internet, so I was hoping the live stream would keep up a little better, but for some reason my key's not working, so I'm going to have to go investigate that and see what's going on with that. How come every time I try to start streaming it says that it could not access the key, so my streaming key. So I'm gonna have to go in and figure out what's going on there. So instead of that, I just figured we would do a episode of the regular playthrough. But I do have some new things to show you. Of course, we know we're still working the Whittier Exchange here. I'm not yet to Silva. We are jump over here. Let me see. Let's just jump over to let's just jump over to Ella. So we're in Ella here. And I see you guys have noticed it. Look here, houses over here. Nice little houses. Look at Ella. Look at Ella, all built up. Let me get a sky view here. Let me get that out of here. Let me get a sky view here. Look at this. Some new industries in Ella. This track will meet. Okay, it already does. Yeah, because we made it through the Ella. So this track comes around here. All the way around. Got new industries back here. Quite a few new industries here, plus some housing for the workers and stuff. A new yard here with some crossovers, so to make it easier. This is a new coal industry back here, I think. And back up in the mountain here is our, whoa, did I go too far? No. Let me get a little bit higher. There it is, our coal chute. So this is Ella. Let's jump back to Ella again. Cherokee Coal is the name of that. So we'll get back over here to Ella. We'll go through some of the industries here we have in Ella. So we have Carolina Coal Company, or Carolina Charcoal Company, I'm sorry. Of course, we had the Ella Brewery already. It's still there. The brewery is still right there. But now we have these tracks over here. We can put more, stage more stuff on. And we're just going to put a switcher here to do all the switching we need to do. Of course, Ella Farm Supply is still there. Right here is our Ella Farm Supply. We got the Hoggly Woggly Cannery. Guys, I know that sounds like a funny name, but you'll never, anybody from the south, especially around the southeast, will know there used to be a grocery store chain. Maybe still is. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've been home. But I am from Southeast. I'm from South Carolina. But it was called the Piggly Wiggly. And the reason this is funny to me, the Hoggly Woggly Cannery, is because in a little town just north of where I lived, between where I lived and Monk's Corner, was a little store called, it was just a little country store, and it was called the Hoggly Woggly. So when I saw that, that kind of struck me as funny. But we got Jameson Meats, and well, see, that's Jameson Meats. Let's go back here. There's the charcoal. Carolina charcoal. Oh, where is that? I don't see any of their. Oh, there it is. Carolina charcoal right there. Of course, Ella Brewery. Gee, we got an engine service now in Ella. Where is the end? Oh, it's down the other end of here, I think. Yep, right there. There's our Ella engine service now. Of course, Farm Supply is still here, right there. The Hoggly Woggly Cannery. Where is the Hoggly Woggly Cannery? Is that this big building right here? Yes. That's a huge building, the Hoggly Woggly Cannery. We got Jameson Meats, which was right there. And then Tuskegee Spirits. So we got an alcohol company. And where's Tuskegee Spirits? This is Tuskegee Spirits. Okay, yep. And of course Cherokee Coal is back up there in the mountain. If we go a little further, let's go to Walker, or let's just go up to Bryson. Well, this is Walker Logging. We all know where Walker Logging is, right outside of Bryson. Well, we have two new mines up here around Walker Logging. So let's we have the right there they are. So there's the mines right there. That's the 10 United Mining Company 10 lower, and then the 10 upper is, where is the 10 upper? 10 upper may be up here. Oh, let's click on it and see where it's at. So there's the 10 upper. And then of course the logging. And then if we go down to Bryson, of course we have the ice cream factory. We've had it. We got stuff coming for it. So we got the ice cream factory. This is back here is Bryson Briquette. So I'm assuming they make bricks. And then of course the freight house, and we showed the ice cream factory, Bryson Steam and Electricity. Well, let's go to the farms first. These are Layton's Farms. These are out just east of Bryson. So it comes through the Walker track here and comes around, and then here's the farms. And all of these are the farms. And then you got Layton Oil Rig. That's up here in the mountain above the farms. You see there's the farms, and here's the oil rigs, and rep parts, and then supplies, dry sludge. So, and we haven't started any contracts for them. We'll start some. Miller Electronics. So all that's going to be, I believe. Let's go to Appalachian Hardwoods here. So here's Appalachian Hardwoods. And behind the hardwoods, sorry I must fanned in, is we're going to have Appalachian Textiles, which is behind the hardwoods here. So this is the textiles. We're going to have Blue Ridge Steel, which is out here. There's the hardwoods right there. So Blue Ridge Steel way out here by itself. is Blue Ridge Steel. Showed the Bryson Briquette, the ice cream factory, Bryson Steam and Electricity. That is right in here. This is the steam and electricity building right here. Smoky Mountain Mining Supply. Of course, right here, this building right here, this big building right here, Smoky Mountain Southern Chemical. That's going to be over here. We know what Standard Oil is, and then Stevenson Lumber Company. So this is Stevenson Lumber, which is out here on the way to the steel company, is Stevenson Lumber. And the thing about Stevenson Lumber, guys, is I believe the track goes inside the building. It does. There it is. The track's inside the building. That's pretty cool. So those are the new ones right there. If we go to Alarka Junction, of course we got our Alarka Junction over here with the Y, and then of course this is the Nick and Sons aggregate, peat cement. This is, where is this? Let's look on the map and see where we're at. Okay, this is out by Brooks, just past the Robinson Coal. It is the United Fluorite Tailings and Mineral Supplies. And that's it as far as we have the map open. Let's go to Conley Creek, because I believe, I'm not sure where this is at. Cannonball, Broom Manufacturing, Finnegan Pickling Incorporated, and Hayes Candles, but I'm not sure where they're at on the map. So let's look. Oh, they're out in Cowie. That's out in Cowie, which we don't have yet because we're not going to Silva. I don't know why they're on here. They shouldn't be on the location if you can't get to them. So, but let's get back to Ella, or to Whittier. So here is the Lumber Express, and then we have the passenger train, or I'm sorry, the freight train, the Freight Express, which is at the Fontana Bridge site right now. It has 3 more cars that need to be finished up. They were 11 a minute ago. They're at 9.2 now. So, and then of course we have the Passenger Express, which is where it is in Whittier. And so let's see if she's loaded up and ready to go. Give her some passengers. Ella, Bryson, copy to 2 others, and get her started loading up. See how many passengers we got going here. 26 passengers waiting. So and there's 12 active waybills. So what are the waybills, I wonder? Put these on the list. Click them so we can get them on our side. Debs, if you're looking, it'd be nice to have a little box up here that checks all of them. That would be awesome. So we'll get those on the list. So then they're on my and it'd be nice. Where is that cleanup? Didn't this used to have a cleanup button where you could just clean them all up? Alright, that's all that's left. Let me look at that again. Did it have there's a settings button. Add from train, clean up. Okay, there you go. Sort by destination, sort by location. Add cars from selected train to the switches. Okay. All right, so that's that. So are we ready to go? Yes, we have all our passengers. So let's set our train to, I have not yet mastered the timetable, guys. As soon as I master the timetable, I will let you guys know. And we'll start some timetables, but I'm still struggling with how that works. I'm going to have to do some more research on it, maybe watch the YouTube video again that the devs put out on timetables so I can see exactly how they work. Because I'm struggling on it a lot. All right, so that train's ready to go. Should be moving along. Let's go check on her. Oh, wrong one. And there she goes. There we go. We're moving along. Taking a ride on the Reading Railroad. No, just kidding. Taking a ride on, I forgot the name of my railroad. Western something Tennessee Railroad, I think. But anyway, while we're waiting, guys, let's go ahead and look at our daily report sheet here. So day 7 yesterday, we did 1,295 passenger fares and 41 freight deliveries. We had 7 cars outstanding in Whittier, 2 in Ella, 4 in Bryson, 9 in Alarka, and 13 Fontana cars. Because this report comes out at 6 p.m. and we didn't have them back in the interchange by 6 p.m. So that's why that says they're outstanding. My railroad works through the night, so I get them back in there before the interchange switches, but I don't necessarily get them back in there before 6 p.m. Finances balance is 593, 5597. Freight is 3,775. Passengers 1,859. I spent $36 on engineers, which is the AI, and $1 on shop wages. And fuel and inventory. East Whittier coal loader has 2 tons. East Whittier diesel stand has 4,000 gallons. Bryson coal tower has 83.8 tons of coal, which is just what's in there because I don't think I put a coal loader up, the coal car up there yet. Bryson diesel stand 4,000 gallons. All right, East Whittier repair track, no cars waiting for repair. 21.8 tons of repair parts. Bryson repair track, no cars waiting. 74.3 tons of repair parts. We have overall reputation of 107%. That won't last long, guys. Trust me. Passenger network service 100%. Passenger equipment condition 90%. Freight performance 100%. Operation safety 93%. That will definitely go down. If you know me, that will definitely go down. Phase cost 25% discount. Equipment cost 10% discount. Repair speed 50% discount. New contract tier up to tier 3. So our finance table here. So we have $5,023. Our current loan is $36,000. We have a loan payment of $1,840 due in 1 day. I'm gonna try not to borrow any more money and try to get this paid off as quick as I can, guys. I'm thinking about doing a lot of we're all the way to Bryson. We got all them uh, industries up there that'll bring us a lot of money. All these new industries at Ella should bring us a lot of money. And of course, we got the sugar mill and all the new industries and which I've got to show you. But if you watch the last video, I'll jump back there in a minute. But if you've seen the last video, you've seen it. All the new industries that are just like north of Whittier proper. And so that should make us enough money delivering freight. And then I'm really going to concentrate on logs. I'm going to get Whittier sawmill up to tier 5 as quick as possible, and work on logs. And once we get to Silva, then we're going to work on pulpwood, because Silva requires pulpwood, and so does Barkerstown, which is between Wilmot and Cowie. So, and Barkerstown is huge. It requires a lot. There's a lot of industries there, 5 or 6, maybe 7 industries there, and they require pulpwood too. One of them requires pulpwood. So once we get that, then we can start running pulpwood out of the Conley Creek lumber yard, and that'll make us quite a bit of money too. So, but right now I'm just going to work on the industries we have, and logs. We have plenty of industries to work with. So. Ella Station just made $15. Alrighty, so let's get to our trains here. So, wanted to jump back to Whittier proper. So here we are back at the sawmill, waiting on these logs. I'm not sure. There's that Barkerstown right there on the map. It's Wilmot's here in the Cowie. It's pretty huge over there. Let's go see if we can take a look. See if it'll show us the industries there, even though we can't get there because So yeah, there's a lot of industries. That ain't what I wanted to do. One of these Barker boats is right here. You can bring box cars here and fill up the stuff with box cars, and then you run them around the track behind here, dinghies around the track behind here, and you supply this with dinghies back there with your box car. So you get paid. You're pretty sure you can make a pretty good bit of money doing that. Nice yard here, engine service. This is the power plant. I believe that's the power plant. It's not going to show me because I'm not there yet. Right. But I believe that's the power plant. And this is, can't remember the name of the industry, but that's where one of the ones that requires pulpwood. And I believe this is, I believe this is the freight house, guys, but. So there's a look at Barker's, and might as well while we're up. And then on the outside of Dillsboro, there's some new industries back here, and I'm working on a new yard for Silva too. So it's going to be quite a big yard. So when you guys see that, you'll be. But right now we have the sawmill. Like I said, we got. Whittier proper, and let's go back to that. So that's Whittier proper, and then this is, like I said, behind Whittier proper. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different industries. Actually, these two are the same, I think. It's just one's they're just different tracks, but they both take tanker cars. But this is Andrews Construction Company. This is Glendale Bottling Company. Galena Bottle Works, and then of course Carolina Cotton. And this is the it's not Holy. What is it? Oh, Whittier Heating and Oil and Kerosene. That's what these two are right here. Whittier Heating and Oil and Kerosene. So like I say, we got plenty of industries, guys, to work on. And so that's a tour of the new industries we got. Wanted to show you something else. Jump back up here to Alarka Junction. I love all these industries in Bryson. It's going to be massive. It's probably going to take, until I get Silva opened up, it's probably going to take 2 or 3 different deliveries to the interchange in Whittier in order to get all these cars. Because that's going to be a lot of cars to a lot of different industries. So, but Alarka Junction. So what I wanted to show you, it's around this way. Spin around. Sorry guys, don't make you sick. But there is all these industries over here. This is an industry. This is one. There's one there. This is one here, and then you got one out here. Well, this is a junction, something, some kind of westward junction or something. Anyway, there's a you can order through a milestone. You can order the Junction Industries westbound. This is going to be track. I think the track goes all the way around and connects back here. So it's just another way to get in here to this without going through, having to go through Alarka all the way up here to here and then get in and then going in right there, because you go in right here. So instead of having to do that, you can just come in from the west side over there. So that's nice. Something to look at. Was talking about the Silva Junction when I get it set up. There's quite a big interchange down there now. It's one of the new track mods I put in. But it also comes with, you can buy a Silva loop track, you can buy an interchange sorting yard, a Y, cold storage, water tower, a diesel stand, locomotive standby tracks, Silva interchange repair parts, and of course the auto oiler. I love this, guys. What this does is anytime any car that's parked on the tracks on the interchange will automatically get oiled every day, so you don't have to oil them. They'll be oiled every day when you pick them up from the interchange. They'll be oiled. Now, if you got to take them clear across the map, you might have to oil them before you get to the other side of the map. But when you start off, they will be 100%. This repair parts storage. Now I'm trying to figure out how this works, because in my personal playthrough, you could buy box cars and you could put them at that repair parts, and they would fill up with parts that you could actually deliver to your engine houses, your engine repair shops. But you have to put parts in it too, and you have to buy those from the interchange. So it says you have abundance of parts to store and use later is nice, depending on how often you put things on the ground. However, I cannot assume everyone is perfect or can read speed limit signs. This adds this storage facility to your interchange. Okay, so I guess you just keep putting parts in there, and then you can just load it up with parts, so you don't have to take your box car to the interchange and wait for it to come back. So you're never below on parts. You keep them stored up. I guess that's what it is. Okay. I thought maybe you put one box car in there and got 2 box cars worth of parts. I was hoping that was the way it was working, but apparently, now that I read this, It's just a place to store your parts, but still nice to have. Coal storage. With our increasing demands on coal on your railroad, it would be your best interest to keep a storage of coal for a rainy day. With this, you can also flip our locomotives at the interchange by the end of a day operations. Planning in will be proud with all these hoppers running around. So 5 deliveries of silver interchange coal storage construction site. These cars will be delivered to the interchange the next time. So what that is, you just store coal. So it's the same with the engine part. You can just keep a bunch of cars of coal. That way you don't have to wait for it to flip. You bring one to the interchange, drop it off, you pick one up full of coal and take it back to your either your coal hopper or the stands so that's nice. I like that, but it's going to be big when we get down there. We'll see that. But yeah, that's just new about Larker Junction. I don't think I've done anything to Larker or Robinson Coal. There is some mods out there. I'm going to look at them. The ones I've seen so far, I haven't really cared about. So we'll see if I can find one that's kind of worth it. I'm kind of overrun right now because there is a lot of industries. I have a lot of mods, industry mods on this map that go way out here. I have some for McLean. I have some for Almond. There is some around Wesser. There's a big more around Hewitt here. A bunch around Nantahala, and we actually have a not interchange, but a big storage yard here. There's right here on Topton. There's an industry right here. I haven't found anything for Rondo yet, I don't think. And then, oh, where's Andrews? There she is. And then Andrews. I don't think I've added anything to Andrews except for, as you can see here, this is the interchange at Andrews. It has a bigger interchange and a hump yard. So we'll see all that when we get there. Let's go check on our passenger train real quick and see where she's at, guys. Oh, that's not the passenger train. But let's check this anyway. So we still got 3, 7.1, 7.1. So we're down to 7.1. So we've dropped 2. So I'd like to get those done. To look at the milestones and see how far we are on those. Fontaine Lake Bridge site, 2 of 3. So we got one more delivery of cars to this before this will be done. Of course, the Alarka branch, we have 2 more deliveries for that one. The water column should be done, and then signals to Bryson should be done after today. So, but all right, let's go check on our passenger. Pulling into, leaving Bryson. Why is she on that track? Why is she on that track? Because that switch is set wrong. That's why. That switch is set wrong. That switch is set wrong. That's why she was on that track, because that switch was set wrong. And as soon as you go by there, I'm going to set that switch back the correct way too. switch. There's all those new industries back there behind Bryson. That's cool. I want to check my switches up here. Set wrong. There you go. We can actually, as long as there's nothing in the way up here, jump up here and see. No, can't do the turnaround. All these are junction junction site cars that are doing the Alarka branch, and I think they're going to change this around a little bit too. I got some cars that need to go back to the Whittier Exchange. I think I was waiting on to grab those cars from the Fontana Bridge site, and I'm going to pick these up and take them back to Whittier, to East Whittier. But so that's that. So I don't know if I should. Let's try, and you know what, guys, let's jump up to the freight car, because it's only 6.7 now. Let's advance a little bit of time. Open a new time window. Let's do an hour. Nothing. And we're at 5:30. Oh, there we go. All right. Go back to our locations before I go anywhere. I'm not going to do that one. That one's already at 3. That one's at 3. That one's at 3, and that's a tough one at 3, guys. I hate to see what it's going to look like when it gets to 5. That sugar mill takes a lot of cars. Bottle Works is at 3. Holyfield Oil's at 3. Stenzel's at 3. Whittier Sawmill. Nope, still can't get it. I want to get it to 5 as quick as I can. Let's check Carolina Charcoal. That one's a new one. I'm going to go ahead and put it at 3. Ella Brewery's at 3. Ella Farm Supplies at 3. Hoggly Woggly Cannery. Let's go ahead and put it at 3. You know what? I'm going to put these back to tier 1, guys. I'm going to do all these at tier 1 until we can build up. Stenzel, they were already at tier 3. Until we can build up, I'm going to leave that at tier 3. Until we can build up some money so we can buy some engines and stuff, because that's going to be a lot of cars. Tomorrow, tier 3. I don't want tier 3. I want tier 1. No change. Okay. You see no change, that means it was already at that setting. So we're going to set all these at tier 3. Appalachian Hardwoods was already at 4. No, that says tomorrow, tier 4. Let's go back to tier 3. Appalachian Textiles, tier 1. Bluewood Steel, tier 1. Briquette Company, tier 1. The Freight House Ice Cream, tier 1. That was set. Let's go back to tier 3. Tier 1. Tier 1. Alright, guys, I'm going to go change all these to tier 1, and I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Alright, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to... Is this not done yet? Yeah, we got one more The bridge is built. We need to get the track. So we got one more thing to do. So let's get 30 going and give him get the auto engineer going. Back to Locka Junction. Have him pull up in here and pick up these cars right here. Might as well get those out of there too while he's there. Oh, he's got a brake on somewhere. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there. He's going to back up and get there, and we can get these cars out here too. Alright. Check on our lumber. See if he's ready to swap yet. There's some cars to be swapped out there. Almost ready to swap. Let's get him to swap these out real quick. This is our switcher. He's playing switcher for we're going to try to ride right here. Well, he's playing switcher for the for Whittier right now, but we're gonna need, as soon as we can get it, as soon as we can make enough money, we're gonna need a switcher. I may have to take out a loan. I didn't want to do that. I just got finished saying I'm not gonna take out any more money. I'm gonna try to pay that off, but we may have to take out a loan to get a switcher. Especially when the lumber picks up, because this is actually the Whittier lumber train. Show you, you guys can see it right there on top. Whittier Lumber Express. So he needs to concentrate. Once we get the lumber going, he's going to concentrate just on the lumber. We'll have to have another switcher to switch out Whittier. And that's my goal, is each town I want a switcher in Ella. I want a switcher in Bryson. May have to have two switchers in Bryson. Gonna have a switcher in Alarka. Gonna have one for Nantahala. May have to have two in Nantahala. There's a lot more industries for this with this industry mod. There's a lot of industries in Nantahala. Alright, so let's jump right down here. Walk right through the pole. Knock my head off. Which car's coming out? That one. That one needs to go to Whittier Exchange. Is the door open? Yeah, we need to close the door. That one's still sawmill. That one's still sawmill. That one's still sawmill. So this one right here. So let's break the line. Cut it loose. Tell Al. Go ahead and jump across here. Tell Al, bring it on. These two I think gotta go. Whittier Exchange, Whittier Exchange. Yeah, come on, Al, bring it over here. So once Al gets over here, guys, we'll hook him up. I'll see you in a few. Alrighty, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Al has brought this one in. We're going to hook this one up. We can go up here and check and see where we are. That one's still loaded, or getting loaded. That one's still getting loaded. So we're going to jump up on this, jump across here. I'm going to cut this one loose right here. Boom. And tell Al to go ahead and bring it over here, Al. Alright. Guys, we'll be back as soon as Al gets switched back over to this other side. Alrighty, we're back, everybody. Al has just rammed into this car pretty good. I'm not even going to heat that one up. Heat that one up. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I'm not even going to hook that one up. I'm just going to make sure that these are all ready to go. We'll unlatch him there, and then have Al bring it back over here. Get our train menu back up here and tell Al to go ahead and bring it right there, Al. So all these go back to Whittier. Oh, Whittier. And all these stay here. Yep. You moving out? What are you waiting on? Come on. We got work to do. Alright. See you in a few, guys. Alrighty, we're back, guys. We're going to hook him up there. And then we're going to jump in here with Al. And we're going to tell him to take us to the Whittier Exchange and drop these cars right there. So take off, Al. And we'll ride along with Al here, guys. Oh, I jumped off. Al, come here. Come here, Al. Now I gotta ride on the back. He was leaving me. You guys let me know what you think about this first person view. It's fine to do it. I can do it now at the beginning, because there's not a lot of stuff going on. But when this thing opens up, Silva, Andrews, all these other industries, trust me, it's going to be difficult to do this first person view stuff like this anymore, because you literally have to jump between train to train. My personal playthrough, I have 14 engines, and I'm constantly jumping from one, make it do this, make it the AI do this, jump to the next one, make the AI do this, jump to the next one, make the AI do this, switching, jump to the next one. I have 6 double locomotives, do multi-unit, 2 locomotives together that just to pull the red marble grade. So and pulling a lot of cars, guys. My Silva and Andrews both each are getting between 150 and 200 cars a day in each one of those. So it's rough to move all those. It takes me three trips just to get all the cars out of each industry, because you can't pull. I can only pull 30 or 40 cars at a time up to red marble grade with 2 engines. Sometimes I still, even with that, have to have a third pusher just to get up the grade. So it's pretty gnarly. But you'll see when we get there. We're close. We're going to open up the Fontana, and that's going to get us to Nantahala. That's going to open up a lot more industries. Like I say, there's industries in Whittier. I believe there's industries in Almond. There's a bunch of them around Nantahala. So get stopped here. Alrighty, thank you, Al. Got some money. We made some money. We're up to $5,000. Close this door. Got to close these doors, guys, because if you don't, they'll come back open. Alright, so we're going to hook this. Hook that in. There's some more on this train that aren't hooked in. I wonder where they're at. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We got a little bit of time. I got about 9 minutes before we reach the hour. This is going to be an hour-long video, guys. I know I said I was going to try to keep them about 30 minutes, but okay, so that's too far up. So we're going to do the hour-long video this time because I wanted to explain about all the new industry mods and stuff. But we're going to go through here and we're going to make sure all of these lines are hooked. Whoa, get down from there. I didn't want to jump up there. Get down. Alright. I'm going to hook you. Alright, you're hooked. And if I was doing this correctly, I would do this. Hooked. Open. Open. That's how you should do it. Another open door. Yep, close it. Another open door, close it. Yeah, I got in the habit of opening them doors, but I need to make sure I'm closing them because let's get this one. Reach over and get that one. But yeah, you gotta make sure you keep them doors closed because if you forget to close them when you pick them up to take them back to the interchange, they'll be open when you bring them back. When they bring them back, they'll be open because they don't know how to close doors. That one's already hitched. That one's hitched. I believe that's all of them hitched. Yeah, I looked down at the down here is your train right here, and that's all of them hitched. And this is 25 cars. It weighs 1,317 tons and 882 feet long. So we got our workout in today walking these cars, but yeah, they're all hitched. So we are going to go back and jump in the train here, and we're going to put our train back in the, come on, run faster. Get up here and get out. I'll put this train back where it belongs, over here by the shed. And then jump on the back right here. I'm gonna, well, first we gotta jump down. Come here. I'm gonna turn off our valves here. Now we're gonna jump up on the back. We turn our light on. Yeah, there you go. We got green lights. Let's unhook our connector and tell Al to move on, Al. So let's do a little different. Let's do some manual driving today, you guys. So we're gonna get this. Have Al pull forward. And we're gonna jump off here and hit this switch. Go ahead and do a little coasting. Whoa, too much. There we go. Come on back, Al. I believe it's that one right there. Oh, I got that one just in time. One of these is wrong up here, and I don't know which one it is. It's that one. Here we go, getting all your switches for you, Al. Come on back. A little 4-pound set on here. Maybe more than that, maybe an 8. Coast on in here to a stop. And that'll do it. Jump off here, go on in the engine shed and get us a cup of coffee. And go check out our freight train. It says it's at the waypoint. So, he is at the waypoint. Bring up our thing here because there's a lot of these cars that need to come out. And the more we can bring out, the better. It's just, I wish there was 2 tracks for this. That's all the way to the back, except for that one in the middle right there, and there's one in the middle of that one. So I'm gonna break this. So I tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. We're gonna get right here. I'm gonna have Al come over there and bring that up there. How far does this come out? Just barely. We're gonna break it right here because all these cars are good still. So we're gonna break it right there, and then I'm gonna go to a loop and come around here and get these. Because they're past the switch. It's that first car that needs to come out is just past the switch. So we'll get. So we're going to jump on here. Come here. Don't leave me out. Wait. All right, come on. Yeah, this is my big freight express because it is the, let's bring up our inspection window here. It is the Pacific P43, 162T P43. Which means 43, about 43,000 pounds of tractive effort. Let's jump off here. Go set that. Alright, come on, get up in there. Open that one. Come on. Come on. Open. Alright. So now we're going to run down here. and find these cars. And it's this one right here. So we're going to set the brake on this one. Up here and let's turn that brake. There we go. And we're going to cut him loose right here. Let's close that off. Close it all the way off. And tell Al, hey, you can go ahead and pull it away, Al. I think I was reversed, wasn't I? Yep. Get up on this car right here. Have Al pull them on out there. Come on, move it along, Al. We got work to do. Put a little set on it. Oh, that's too much of a set. You need to go a little more, Al. There you go. Set that. I'll let the air out of them. Set that brake on that. Jump off here. Have him come on back here and get these. So I gotta run all the way up there and unhook him. Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and set Al's waypoint real quick. He can't go nowhere with this train. There we go. He bottled all that air anyway. Close that off. Close that off. Take off, Al. What are you doing, Al? What are you doing, Al? You need to go up. You need to go around. Oh, that came past the switch, didn't it? Clear the switch first. I'll be doggone it. Wonder if I can push these cars. I doubt it. Oh, gotta be in first person. I forgot. See if I can push them. Push it backwards. Yeah. Come on. Get past the switch. Come on. That's all I needed. Now I can set Al. Come on now. Is Al not moving yet? Is that still not past the switch enough? Still got to clear the switch. All right. So a little more pushing. Did that clear it? There we go. All right, Al. Come on now. What you doing, Al? Alright, I'm going to kick Al out. Alright. Let's do some manual driving, seeing as how Al don't want to help us out here. Now I gotta jump out again. Go for this switch. Oh, that car came back too far. Alright, oh well. Come on, Al. Come on over here then. It's gonna go around the long way. Alrighty guys, we're gonna call it there. We're over an hour. We're at an hour and actually hour and 10 minutes. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm just gonna switch out these cars, pull them on down to the Whittier idiot winner. Speak, Thomas. Speak. Pull it down to the Whittier Interchange and get ready for tomorrow's switch. Now let's see if he's going to be bright enough to come this way. Yeah, now he's going to come on around here. So with that, guys, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you wish to help out the channel, there is a Cash App and a Venmo link in the description. Not necessary. If you want to help monetarily, you can do it that way. If not, don't worry about it. Like I said, it's not necessary, not expected. Best way to help out this channel right now, guys, is by subscribing and sharing the videos. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I believe 80%, at least I'll have to look at the stats again, but I believe 80% of you guys that are watching aren't subscribing. So subscribing's free. All you gotta do is hit the button. It's much appreciated. Helps out the YouTube algorithm so other people get to see the channel too and see the videos, and help me reach that 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. That being said, guys, as always, take care of each other, love each other, be kind to each other. God bless, and we'll see you guys on the next video.